business of sports. So few of us know what it's like to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball or block a 250-pound linebacker, but standing over a golf ball trying to make a shot is the same for you and me as it is for the pros. So how come there's only one Jack William Nicklaus? He dominated the game for 25 years as a player, and for the last 25, he's been a towering figure in the golf business. His Nicklaus companies have grown to include travel, wine, crystal, and apparel, as well as course design around the world. He is, in short, golf's heaviest hitter. So what first separated Jack from the pack? He has a pretty simple answer.
I think the one thing that separated me was because I didn't separate myself. I never believed that I was any better than anybody else. I always believed that I had all these guys out there that could play well, and if I was going to stay on top of them, I had to play better. Sure, I got beat sometimes. I got beat a lot, but I obviously won more often than not. Today, when I see the kids playing out there and I see some of them and I see how they don't ever meet their potential, I'm sitting there and I say, God, I just don't understand that. When we played golf, we had to win to be able to make a living. In other words, we didn't make a living playing golf. We had made it on the outside with endorsements and other things. Today, the kids can make a living playing golf, and a kid that finishes in the top 5 or top 10 makes a great living today. It's about money. It's not about the game anymore, and it needs to be about the game.
Who is the next best, greatest American golfer to be?
I think to be determined. You throw Dustin Johnson into that deal. You'd throw Ricky Fowler into that deal. I think you throw Patrick Cantley. When Tiger was really playing very well, people kept asking me, who's his competition? I said, well, his competition is yet to come. So I think it's to be determined.
Does the golf business need Tiger as much as it did 5 years ago, let's say?
No. Tiger's a great addition to the game, and he's a great player. But we've got some new kids. I mean, there's Webb Simpson's just come along, Keegan Bradley. We've got a lot of young kids come along that are really, really talented, and more good players on the scene today than I've seen in a long, long time.
Let's segue to Tiger for a second. Are you disappointed with the way he has carried himself over the last 5 years?
I don't think it's my position to make judgment on Tiger's life. He's a great player. He's got a great work ethic. He's had some injuries. Whether he'll recover from those injuries and whether he'll get his game back and whether in between his ears, based on some of his other problems, whether he'll get that back, I personally think he will. He's just too good an athlete and too focused not to.
Will he win 19 majors?
I think he probably will. Yeah, I think he probably will, but it's, I don't think he still has to do it.
How will you feel if he wins his 19th?
Rick, it's not. I don't have any control over that. It's like I didn't have any control over Watson chipping in at Pebble Beach and to cost me a U.S. Open. I mean, all I can do is what I do. I can't do I can't control somebody else. So if Tiger does that, I want to stick my hand out and say, well done.
So if golfers were stocks, who would you buy, who would you sell, and who would you hold?
I think we need a mutual fund here. We need several of them. You've got some really good young players that you say, hey, I think I want to spread my bet here and take a nice conservative look at it.
And sell?
Well, that one I think I better keep to myself.
Yeah, that's Jack, always playing the diplomat on that issue.